The United Nations climate change website builds that the agreement's aim is to strengthen the global response to the threat of climate change by keeping a global temperature rise this century well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. It also aims to pursue efforts to limit the temperature increase even further to 1.5 degrees Celsius. However, Trump pulled the US out of the climate deal last year in what was dubbed as a catastrophe for the planet. Attenborough explained to TV reporter Rory O'Connor, "I think it's very sad indeed that such an important nation should have withdrawn its support once it had given it, particularly since we were all so enthusiastic when that moment came and we all thought this is one." However, Attenborough doesn't believe that Trump's actions will be a permanent setback. He continued, "But I don't believe that it's a permanent setback. I think it's a temporary one, and I think the nations of the world are now convinced about the problems that the oceans faced, and we will all go on. Sometimes people will drop out, but I think they'll be back." Blue Planet 2 picked up the award for the Best Documentary Series at the Broadcasting Press Guild Awards 2018. But Attenborough is still amazed that it was a success. He said, "Obviously people must think it's a good program. But why it rang the bell at that particular time, I really don't know. It's a mysterious thing. I mean, we had a lovely place in the schedules, that's true. But there's a certain time when the nation, if I can put it that way, actually responds to something. This is one of those occasions, and I think all of us were a bit taken aback at how successful it was. It has been very successful. The broadcaster still gets excited when creating the BBC show Blue Planet, along with his Planet Earth series." He smiled, "I think one of the great sources that takes your breath away in terms of wonder, which my colleagues here will share, is that moment when you dive on a coral reef. It doesn't wear off. I mean, the first moment is breathtaking and it never ceases to be breathtaking." Plastic has been a huge debate in the past few months, with many bars and restaurant chains ditching plastic straws in favor of paper straws. Attenborough said, "I'm overjoyed, of course, that the message has got through. All of us, I think, would say we've been talking about plastic polluting the ocean for yonks. We know about that and we've been worried about that for a long time. Then someone, I don't know who or how, but somehow the bell was rung and people realized, and now it's huge. Everybody is concerned, and that's just marvelous and gives you hope." He added, "How can we keep the planet sustainable in the future? I'd say not to waste it. Not to pollute it, and not to waste the facilities and the gifts that the planet gives us. To look after them and just care for the planet." It comes as ITV announced a new campaign featuring the legendary broadcaster. The Queen's Green Plant is set to air tonight, featuring a unique conversation between the Queen and Sir David Attenborough. In a teaser clip released ahead of the broadcast, the pair can be seen to walk around the garden at Buckingham Palace. Recorded last summer, the new documentary will explore the ambition of a new initiative where native forests across Britain and the Commonwealth will be protected forever in the Queen's name. The Queen's Green Planet airs tonight on ITV at 9.